Thank you so much, Excellencies, Director General. This is a dream come true. We worked together on this on the G7, G20. So now we have it. This is the financing for shock-driven food crisis facility, which also comes together with our situation room, the Liberia room, where we will be launching after this meeting in the 5th floor. So let me first start why this is so important. It is important because we want to mitigate acute food insecurity crises before they escalate. We want to act before it happens. We want to cope with extreme events or shocks that we know will happen in terms of intensity and frequency. We have multiple shocks that has exacerbated the situation. And we know also that there is a significant humanitarian gap that has grown to over 38 million as of mid-2024, with 70% of appeals including food assistance. And this is extremely important because today we are facing significant challenges. And we want to avoid is that countries, and especially countries in situations of emergency, don't have access to tools and to the facility to be able to minimize the potential impacts of these shocks. Also, we want to respond immediately and not slow, but quickly. What we know is that current responses are slow, costly, and fragmented. And this is a way in which we can bring our normative capacity to be able to bring these pieces together. The facility is based on a strong scientific basis alongside coordinated systems for anticipatory action, which are essential and more effective in terms of crisis response. This is just to give you an idea of what are the benefit-cost ratios. In the horizontal axis, you have the timeline. In the vertical axis, you have the level of losses. If we do anticipatory action, which is what this facility mainly is trying to do, the returns are 1 to 7. So for every dollar invested, we will have $7 of return. Not only that, if you look at the green line, that's how we will smooth the potential losses in the future. Very simple graphic. If we have El Niño, La Niña, and we're going to have floods, if we intervene anticipatorily, we can clean the rivers, we can move people to other locations, we will minimize significantly the damage once El Niño, La Niña come. If we also look at the rapid response, which is a second component of this facility, because not everything can be anticipatory, the returns are $1 to $3. Every dollar invested, $3 return. This is very different to what will happen if we act at the end, where the benefit-cost ratio, of course, is 1 to 1. But in addition to that, the facility is bringing what we call private sector through the reinsurance system. And that also will increase our capacity to cover the risk 10 times more. So again, it's clearly a technical win-win situation that we can clearly implement in the reality, and that's why all our partners working together. The FSC is going to complement what already exists. It's working together with WFP and OCHA, leaders in the anticipatory action movement alongside NGOs and governments. It will also look into deeper insight in how shocks impact food and livelihood systems. It will work on more public and private financing, as I mentioned before, and it will bring agility to the response, because that's what anticipatory action is. And it will have a broader coverage across perils and geographies, and these are risks. This is extremely important because diversify the portfolio of the reinsurance companies, and that's what makes it attractive. When we were in the G7, many of the questions is why the reinsurance wants to be part of this. And Munich Re will explain that, but clearly the more we can diversify the risk portfolio, the more attractive it will be for them. So let me finalize by bringing the eight crucial differences and benefits of this facility. First, it will increase early action financing, complementing and enhancing existing anticipatory action and rapid response, because already today 1% of the money coming in this respect is allocated to anticipatory action, only 1%. We want to multiply enormously that number. Second, it will bring speed and agility, enhancing the timeliness and precision of program delivery to mitigate acute food insecurity. We have agreements with implementing partners so that they can deploy very fast anticipatory action. It will bring blended financing, because it will leverage from using cash and insurance, the private sector to the reinsurance companies. It will diversify risks, adding more protection for more perils, 12 or more, and in more geographies. And we are lucky now with the sectors of FAO, because this is an integration with all the science sectors of FAO, livestock, fisheries, aquaculture, forestry. We are bringing pests and diseases as part of this facility, but we're also working with our partners to bring a risk which is not insurable, which is conflict, and that is with PRIO from Norway that is working with us. So thank you so much for your support, PRIO. We also try to do sustainable financing, and this is laying a foundation for a growth capital base and also a self-insurance fund. Science and data-driven, that's the role of FAO. FAO is a neutral partner that brings information and early warning systems. FAO is unique because we have sectors. We have information on climate, we have information on floods, on water, on land, on pests and diseases, on forestry, and so on. We are bringing all those together in our situation room so that all the agencies that are working anticipatory action and the reinsurance companies can use our triggers to be able to help them. And this is also accessible to all the members because they will be able to pull our dashboard into their systems. And we are also going to bring the best practices and governance, representation of donors, private sector, and implementing stakeholders. And finally, learning by doing. Interactive learning from a structured monitor and evaluation systems and evidence-based outcomes. So these are the innovations that we are bringing to complement what is there, not to substitute. We are complementing and scaling up. That's the goal of what we are trying to do in this facility. Let me now pass the floor to Jerry, please.